What is up, YouTube Adventure family? Today, I hope you are ready to have some fun. Right now, we've got the HOVSCO HOVGTRS right now coming in, get this, at $999. And if you use my discount code Colorado, you can get this bike right now for $899. We're gonna jump on this bike. We're gonna go to the Boneyard in Minturn, Colorado. We're gonna get everything dished out on this bike. We're gonna ride some trails, do some hills, get some distance. We're gonna do everything and see what this bike has in store for not only on the e-bike trail, but off the trail as well. So let's take the HOVSCO HOVGTRS to the Boneyard and see what this puppy has. But first, let's go over some of the specs and talk about the HOVSCO HOVGTRS. So first off, this bike comes in right under 71 pounds. So it's not a super heavy bike at all. It's got a 750 watt motor, peaking out at, get this, 1500 watts. It is powered by a 48 volt, 15 amp hour battery. The bike has dual suspension, rear and front. It's not adjustable on the front, but it does have full suspension coming in at that budget price. It's really, really good. We've got Shimano derailleur, and I believe it's 7 gears. Now coming down to the brakes, what's really impressive about this bike that you can get it right now for $899 is it's got 2-piston hydraulic brakes with 180 millimeter rotors. And that's the same on the front here. We've got 180 millimeter rotors with 2-piston hydraulic front brakes. All right, coming up to the cockpit area, we'll go ahead and power that puppy up. You can check it out. We could get it up to, I believe, 5 levels of pedal assist. It gives you a power bar there, miles per hour, and also a tripometer. Super cool. Also, this bike has a headlight. Let's go ahead and turn that on. You can see, it shows you that the headlight's on. Boom, and it's also got a light as well when you turn on the headlight, and it's got brake lights, and it's also got turn signals. Check this out. How cool is that? Okay, coming up to the hand grips here. You can see we got the brake levers here for the hydraulic brakes, but we've got these nice rubber grips. They're not locking grips or anything, but they're like a BMX style grips. I really like them, but just keep in mind they're not locking grips, so if you turn them really, really hard, they'll probably twist. You also got the thumb throttle on the left side here. Pretty cool, huh? Check it out. And that seat right there, I'm excited to see how that seat feels when we take it to the Boneyard. There's 20 by 4 inch Chow-Yang fat tires. Got a front fender, a rear fender too, to keep that mud off of you. Super cool. What I really like about it too, come back here to the rears. That little place back there, small little rear rack's gonna come in handy. I have a feeling, especially in summertime, when you're going to the lake or going fishing. What a cool looking e-bike. Let's take out the HOVSCO HOVGTRS to the Boneyard in Minturn, Colorado, and see what this bike really has, coming in at $999. Let's go. All right, but before we get started, I'm gonna show you a Jedi mind trick. So basically, we are gonna unlock the full potential of this bike, and I'm gonna show you how. So hold down the brake lever, and you're gonna hold down these 3 buttons. It's the power, the plus, and the minus all at the same time. Till the screen comes on, you'll see a flash in there, okay? So now we're gonna hold up the plus and minus. We'll get into the P settings. All right, we're gonna go to P setting 3, and we're gonna go from 0 to 1 and unlock the full potential of this e-bike. Turn it off. Turn it back on, and you're there. Hope that helps, just in case you're wanting to unlock the full potential, and you should. All right, let's go ahead and pop it in mode 5, and this is more of a throttle bike. We'll see what we could get, and having that thumb throttle on the left side, it's gonna be pretty fun today. Let's go have some fun. All right, coming down through here, seems like the brakes are working really good. I really love hydraulic brakes on these light e-bikes. This e-bike is 70 pounds, right at about 71 pounds, and it could hold a weight capacity, get this, 450 pound weight capacity on this bad boy. So it could hold a load and then some. So if you're worried about that, or just worried about just how sturdy the frame is, just knowing that they got a 450 pound weight capacity on this should be pretty reassuring. It's handling the downhill really well. The brakes are staying nice and cool and seem to be very consistent. So no squishiness in the brakes at all. And that's straight out of the box. I haven't bled them or burped them or anything, which I usually do that with brakes, but this one didn't need it. So coming out of the box, didn't need any air pressure added. It was right at 20 pounds, the air pressure was, so it didn't need any extra air pressure or anything like that. It's super nice. All right, cruise on down through here as we wrap up the hill descent, which is just as important as the hill climb when it comes to these e-bikes. I can't stress that enough, because going up, at least you could just walk and push your bike or leave your bike there and walk home or whatever. But coming down, you're on this thing, and if it can't stop, neither do you. So it's pretty important. All right, let's see what we get here. I think we got it in kilometers. So it looks like we're right at about 27 miles per hour there on the top speed. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. All right, let's go do a hill climb over on the rocky hill. See what it does as far as hill climbing abilities. And then we're going to take this thing to the Boneyard, see how it handles the trails and the bumps and what you could expect out of this $999 e-bike that you could get with my discount code right now for $899 if you use discount code Colorado on this awesome e-bike. Let's see what we can get right here. 25, 26, it's a long stretch. 28, we got 28. We got 28 miles per hour, boys and girls. So that's about what you could expect, throttle only. Now I'm gonna give it some pedal assist here. Let's see what we can get up to. It looks like he could really still pedal pretty decently. But look at about 22 miles per hour on the pedaling. So let's give it some more juice on that throttle now that we unlocked it with the Jedi mind trick that I showed y'all. That way it just saves y'all from having to use the app if you just want to unlock it, just in general, and you're not going to be the only person using this bike. It's probably good just to unlock it and leave it like that, or depending, maybe leave it locked if you don't trust your friends or yourself. There's that too. Let's head on up here and do the hill climb on the HOVSCO HOVGTRS E-Bike. 750 watts. Says it has 90 newton meters of torque. We're about to find out on just a really steep, rocky hill climb. Because right here it's just a lot of loose gravel and doesn't really seem to get a lot of traction when we start these climbs. And especially with a short wheelbase like this one has, be really curious to see if it peels out. Not a lot of peel out, but definitely those tires are giving us a lot of traction too, so it's a big thing. Nice, 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 nice. Killer, man. Absolutely freaking killer. All right, let's go down the bike path and see how the HOVSCO HOVGTRS handles on the bike path. I'm super excited. All right, I'm gonna drop it down to mode 1 here. I'll give it throttle only and see what the throttle does. We're looking at 7 miles an hour throttle, and then when we pedal, same thing. Let's pop it up mode 2. All right, throttle only. Looking like we're getting about 11, 12 miles per hour. Now we'll pedal and see what that does. All right, about 10 when we pedal. All right, let's pop it up to mode 3 here.
Let's give it some juice. All right, about 14, 16 miles an hour. Let's do some pedaling, see what that does. So when you pedal assist, it looks like it gives you a little bit of resistance there. And of course you can change the gears, which makes it super nice too. I don't suggest this be a pedal bike for you unless you're like under 5'7". Me being at 6'3", it's not really that good of a pedal stroke. All right, we're gonna pop it up to mode 4. Give it throttle only, see what it does. Mode 4. We get about 17 miles per hour. All right, let's pop it in mode 4, do some pedal assist here. 14, 16, 17, change gears. Nice. I like the way I can just change gears so easily. That's pretty cool. All right, and we know what mode 5 could do. We can get up to 30 miles per hour, but what can we do when we pedal in mode 5 on the bike path here? We get well over 20 miles per hour. All right, so let's behave on the bike path here and cruise on down to the Boneyard and see what this bike can do off the trail now. Super, super fun e-bike. Just super nimble, super responsive, super quick. It's really hard to believe that you can get this e-bike right now for $8.99 if you use my discount code Colorado. They've only got a few left, so get you one, maybe get you two, maybe get you 3. All right, let's go. All right, boys and girls, we are coming into Minturn USA and approaching the Boneyard after a couple of miles there of cruising down the bike path. And let me tell you, it's just the king of the bike path. It handles the bike path and then some, and that suspension, although not adjustable and semi-stiff, really absorbed a lot of those bumps and made the ride much more enjoyable. All right, let's cross the bridge here on the bike path in Minturn USA and check out a nice little view there on the banks of the Eagle River. That's Lions Head Rock and Meadow Mountain. We'll get a better view of that here in a second. Let's cruise down the bike path and see how this thing brakes. Let's go. But yeah, this thing is just like king of the bike path. I mean, it handles it super well. It's got all the torque you need, but that short wheelbase makes it just super, super nimble and just a lot of fun to ride. I mean, this bike is a lot of fun to ride, and it offers enough torque to go up these inclines and these hills without much of a problem at all. It just seems like it's got a lot to offer for under $1,000. It's just an incredible deal. Absolutely incredible. All right, we're gonna go around a tight turn here. Let's see how it handles tighter turns. Nice. Very nimble, man. It's very nimble. All right, we're gonna go up here and try to get up to about 25 miles per hour and try that brake test and see how good it is. All right, here we go, boys and girls. 25, 25, 26. Oh, nice. Did get a little bit of a lockup, but like I've said before, I don't mind a little bit of a lockup in these lighter e-bikes. Let's see how far we went. It's pretty obvious where we started. Right here is where the skid mark started, so we'll start right here and we'll go with my size 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 feet is what I came up with. That's a lot better than a lot of other bikes I've had on this channel that are much more expensive than this one. Let's hop on, take it on a little rocky road challenge. It's not for the faint of heart. Let's go. All right, here we come to the Boneyard, boys and girls. We'll see how the HOVSCO HOVGTRS can handle some off-road and some trail action here in the Boneyard, because this is no joke, and I've had bikes that literally just haven't even made it out of the Boneyard before. That's why they call it the Boneyard as well as it'll shake about every bone in your body loose if you don't watch where you're going. Let's go. All right, we made it to the paved yard. Let's go through here and we'll get some dirt here in a second, see how it handles some dirt. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Not too shabby. All right, let's head on down to the saloon. Hey, what's up, dude? I thought that was you. How you doing, Eric?
Walking the girls?
Yeah.
I've had her for a year now.
Oh, hi, baby girl.
She's 2. She's a monster.
Yeah. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing all right.
Good, dude, good. Eric, see you, brother. All right, let's head on down through the Boneyard, see what the HOVSCO HOVGTRS has. Woo, here we go. Oh man, here we go. Oh man, woo, there we go. That's a little bit of bump action there. There'll be some big bumps coming up. Bigger bumps coming up. Feel it right here. It gets really, really rocky. It's almost like boulders. Literally jar you out of your seat. Oh my God. Nice, 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 nice. Wow, just for the price. This bike is absolutely freaking unreal. Awesome, awesome e-bike. Let's see if we can go over this. Oh my gosh, this bike is just too much fun. I just think that short wheelbase, those 20 by 4 inch all-terrain tires, just makes this bike so much freaking fun. It's going down. I'm going to show you the Minturn Saloon. It's got a lot of history down here. And get some pictures. All right, boys and girls, that's Minturn USA. It's the Minturn Inn, Minturn Country Club, Magusto's, Water Tower, Minturn Anglers, the fly shop right there. And right up here, boys and girls, is the Minturn Saloon. Check it out. And it's got a lot of history. A lot of cool history. Let's take a picture of 3. Well, the HOVSCO HOVGTRS E-Bike. It's a great looking e-bike. Check that out. Awesome.
Tommy!
Come here, Tommy! Come here, buddy! Come here! 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 Well, dude, I'm gonna let you go and have a good rest of your day. My name's Chris, by the way.
Alex. Nice
Pleasure,
to meet you,
dude.
Chris.
Pleasure. See you, goofball.
Come here, Kobe. Come here. Let's go.
I'll stay still till you get him. See you, brother. Oh, how funny. That's too funny. All right, let's go on up here. See what the HOVSCO HOVGTRS E-Bike can do on the Whiskey Hill Challenge after a long, hard, exciting, entertaining, fun day in Colorado. Let's go. All right, here we go, boys and girls. This is the Whiskey Hill Challenge part of the review, and after a long adventure and a big day on the HOVSCO HOVGTRS, can we get home? And how fast can we get home? Here we go. This first bend right here is always the steepest, so let's try to keep our momentum up here as we go around and see what we can do. Come around the corner, doing fairly good. All right, this is throttle only. Looks like we're holding steady at 15 miles an hour on the steepest part, 16. You see right there at the speed sign. All right, it's going up this part. See what it can do now. All right, coming around this second turn here. Feels like we're holding pretty steady, doing pretty good. All right. About halfway up now. Still showing 2 bars. Looks like we're down to 3. We're still showing 3 bars as we come around the halfway point here. 15 miles an hour. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. It's a long hill climb. I'm curious to see if this controller and this motor can handle throttle only going up Whiskey Hill with that 90 Newton meters of torque and that 750 watt motor, supposedly putting out 1300 watts of power. Pretty decent. And they're giving you a pretty decent range on this bike according to the website. I'm saying you probably expect to get on this e-bike. I'll give you the stats when we get up here. All right, we're into the home stretch. This is the final run up Whiskey Hill. When we get back to the house, we'll do the final review on the HOVSCO HOVGTRS E-Bike. What a great day. What a great e-bike. For under $1,000, it's truly amazing. Coming up one of the steepest, longest hills in the county. And it's going to get you home, that's for sure. At over 15 miles an hour up Whiskey Hill, it's impressive for any e-bike. I always say if it could hold 15 miles an hour up Whiskey Hill, it's a bike worth checking out, that's for sure. All right, here we go. We're gonna go up the final part of the driveway. Not even the UPS or FedEx man enjoys going up this part. It's steep. Let's go. Can we make it? We got enough juice to make it? We do. No problem at all. Just no problem at all. What a great e-bike. Just what a great freaking e-bike. Let's wrap it up. Whew. All right, boys and girls, let's look at the stats here. Looks like we went right under 13 miles for the day, and according to this, we still have 2 battery bars on there, so less than half, probably about, let's say a third, just to be generous, a little bit more than a third. That's pretty awesome. Our top speed today was 30 miles per hour. That's super, super impressive. Not too shabby, and we were giving it juice pretty much 90% of the time today. That's awesome. All right, boys and girls, that's the HOVSCO HOVGTRS E-Bike. Thing's amazing. It's on sale for $9.99, but if you use my discount code Colorado, save $100 on any of the HOVSCO line, but especially this one right here, and get it for $8.99 delivered to your doorstep, free shipping and handling. It's really hard to beat. It's got a lot of performance. It's just got a lot of features for under $1,000, for under $900. Amazing. I really think this is the best deal for under $1,000 out there today in any electrical vehicle, whether it's an electric skateboard, electric scooter, electric e-bike, whatever it is. I really think this e-bike is the #1 best value out there. Jump on it today. They've only got a few left. It's the HOVSCO HOVGTRS E-Bike, $9.99. Use my discount code Colorado. Get it for $8.99. Save $100 on any of their line. Check them out. They make great bikes and have a lot to choose from. Hope you enjoyed this review. To our next adventure. This is Chris from the Colorado Adventure Channel, reviewing you e-bikes and trying to give you the best deals possible and trying to find the right e-bike for you. If this isn't the right e-bike for you, I'll help you find one that is. To our next adventure, this is Chris. Peace.